glory, and long may his story be told.
Mr. McKean, come on in, sir. What can I do for you?
Marshal Wyatt, there's a man in town I think you should know about.
Probably a lot of men that I should know about. Which one do you mean?
He came in today. Name's Dobie Jenner.
Dobie Jenner. Jenner. Sorry, it doesn't mean anything to me.
I'm sure he's wanted by the law. Most probably for breaking out of Yuma prison.
Sir, maybe you have some information that I don't have. Sit down, sir. Now, when did he break out of prison?
I don't know that.
Well, it must have been quite recent.
I'm not positive he did break out, but he must have. He was sentenced to 5 years, and it's hardly 4. And I saw him here in Tombstone today.
Then you knew him well?
Very well. He was my mining partner before I went into the mercantile business.
And now you're turning him in?
Marshal, he's a murderer. That's why he was sent to prison.
Well, they usually hang murderers, Mr. McKean.
The important thing, he's here in town. Now, what are you going to do about it?
Mr. McKean, he could have been released early on good behavior. He may have as much right in this town as you or I.
I tell you, he's dangerous. Run him out before he causes trouble.
For whom? Does he bear a grudge? Against you, maybe, for putting him in prison?
No, not that. It's Phoebe, Mrs. McKean. She was, that is, Jenner thought she intended marrying him, and I suppose he thought she'd wait for him.
I see. Has he made any threats?
No, but I know him. He's a violent man. He's proved that. And what's the reason he's here?
Well, there could be lots of reasons why he's here.
No. This happened in Prescott. Now, if he's been there and found out we're married, we're in awful danger. I demand you do something about it.
I said I would check on him.
That's not enough. You got to run him out of town.
Mr. McKean, I can't run him out of town unless he gives me a reason. Now, you stay away from him, and maybe he'll stay away from you, sir.
Marshal, you're going to be sorry for this.
Hello, Wyatt.
Hello, Miss Nellie. Say, do you have a man registered here by the name of Jenner?
Sure have. Room 14 upstairs.
What's the matter?
Nothing really. He's just kind of a strange person. Did you know he made us put his bed on the porch outside his window?
Mr. Jenner?
What do you want?
My name's Wyatt Earp.
I see you're a marshal, too. I, kind of figured you'd come snooping around. I got a legal right to be here. This paper says so.
You're right. According to this, you've been on parole for a month. Where you been?
Prescott?
Why'd you come to Tombstone?
I gotta have a reason.
Most men do.
So McKean came running to you like a scared rabbit, huh?
You bear many grudge?
Supposing I do. Maybe I got that right, too.
Maybe.
Marshal, I'm a miner. Or was. Mining played out around Prescott, so I came here. Now, does that answer your question?
Not entirely.
I'm looking for a new start if you John Laws will let me get it.
Well, you'll get it from me as long as you don't violate your parole.
And what will you call a violation?
Any act of violence against Mr. McKean or his wife.
Phoebe? Now, why would I want to harm her?
Because she married McKean instead of you.
Man can't blame a woman for that. Especially when he goes and gets himself sent off to a prison. No.
Mr. Jenner, could you tell me what happened.
I killed a man, a miner. I robbed him, he fought me, and I killed him.
And why didn't they hang you?
I'd never done anything bad before. Miner was drunk. He fought me like a wild man. I had to kill him in self-defense. Oh, I was wrong, but I paid. I paid dearly. 4 long years. So you tell McKean to relax. I'll let bygones be bygones. You see that he does the same.
All right. Say, by the way, how come you insist on staying out here?
Did you ever see the inside of Yuma prison? I'm sure you have. I can't sleep cooped up in a room anymore. Marshal. How is she? Phoebe, I mean. How does she look?
She looks fine.
Maybe it was best then.
He's still there. Oh, George, why don't you go out and talk to him?
I told you he'll kill me.
Can't believe that of Dobie.
Well, I can.
I think he only wants to talk to us. He's standing out there afraid to come in, ashamed.
Phoebe, I don't understand you.
Well, I don't understand you. You were friends, partners. Why should you fear him now?
Well, prison changes a man. You didn't see his face, his eyes.
Well, he's been through a lot. And he needs our help. At least you can talk to him.
Not me.
George, if you won't go out to him, I will.
Phoebe, I forbid it.
Forbid it? Dobie? Dobie, I know you're there. Please, I want to talk to you. Hello, Dobie.
Hello, Phoebe.
You look thin. Was it awfully bad?
Oh, no. It wasn't really bad.
Well, it's over now. Oh, Dobie, why don't you come in? You know my house is open to you anytime.
No, I just came over to speak to George, really.
Now, Dobie, it's as much my blame as his.
Oh, no, there's no blame. No one's to blame. That's what I wanted to tell George. It isn't as if you'd promised or anything.
But I might have. I cried for a long time after they sent you away. I didn't marry George right away.
You have a better life now. Nice house.
Yes, it's not like the dance hall. George has prospered in Tombstone.
I'm glad. Well, goodbye, Phoebe.
Dobie, what are you going to do?
Oh, I haven't made up my mind yet.
Well, let us help you. You and George were partners once.
Things have changed, Phoebe. Things have changed. Goodbye, Phoebe. Phoebe, are you happy?
Of course.
Goodbye.
Jenner, get away from my wife and stay away.
George. George, put down that gun.
Did you hear me, Jenner? Get out of town and stay out.
George, what are you saying? He's our friend. He means us no harm.
That's what you think. Well, I don't. He hates us. Hates me, anyway. And the feeling's mutual. Scum, that's all he is. A jailbird and a murderer.
George!
And if he doesn't leave us alone, I'll see he goes back to prison where he belongs.
Jenner! You won't need that gun, Mr. McKean. Put it down.
All right, Marshal. But you've seen yourself he was waiting to attack me.
You're lying. I said I'd handle this. Mr. McKean, you go on inside the house. You too, Mrs. McKean.
Marshal, my husband's mistaken. Mr. Jenner meant us no harm. He's welcome in my house anytime.
Phoebe, what are you saying?
Exactly what I mean.
If I catch him around here, he's a dead man, and the law will back me up. You coming in?
Don't worry, Mrs. McKean. I understand.
Goodbye, Dobie.
Marshal, I think I'll get myself some prospecting equipment and leave town tomorrow or the next day.
That's probably best for everybody.
I had to see her. Just once.
Well, I understand that. One thing I can't understand, Mr. Jenner, is McKean was trying to bait you. He was hoping for a chance to use that gun. Why?
I told you I'd let bygones be bygones. I will, as long as she's happy.
George McKean's wife. Say, that reminds me, you remember that feller that had McKean so upset about, 3 or 4 weeks ago?
Jenner? Yeah, what about him?
I heard the darn fools up in Dry Canyon prospecting. Sure must be a sorry miner. Anybody in Arizona territory could tell him ain't no more gold up there.
Wyatt! Wyatt, come over to the hotel, quick.
What's the matter, Miss
It's
Miller?
Mrs. McKean. She wants to talk to you. It's George McKean.
You're not fooling me. You left me so you could go to Dobie.
That's not true. Why do you keep saying it?
You can't do this to me. I'll kill him. And the law won't stop me. No jury will convict me for killing the scum who broke up my home.
Mrs. McKean.
Oh, Marshal. Oh, I had to leave him. I had to. I couldn't stand it anymore. Ever since that night.
Mrs. McKean, this isn't really any of my business, you know.
No, but it is, Marshal. Well, you heard him. George is going to kill Dobie. You've got to stop him.
I can't just arrest your husband because he made threats.
Yes, but you can warn Dobie.
Do you know where he is?
Oh, no, I haven't seen him since that night. Dobie's coming here brought things to a head, but the marriage was a mistake from the beginning. There's no understanding between Dobie and me, whatever my husband said. But Dobie did go to jail because of me.
Because of you.
He never tried to steal except to get money to buy me things. You see, I was a dance hall girl, and I thought I had to have expensive things.
I see. Mrs. McKean, when you married your husband, he had enough money to start a business. Where'd you get it?
He told me he sold a mining claim. Why?
Oh, I just wondered about it. Well, I'll see if I can find Jenna before your husband does.
Jenner? Jenner? Over here, Dobie. That away, it's me, Wyatt Earp.
What are you doing out here, Marshal?
Just came to call.
Sit down.
Care for a little warmed over coffee?
Oh, thank you. You're, not working those diggings over there, are you?
Oh, no. I'm working up above where there's water.
Getting any?
Oh, not enough to make it pay, I'd say. I'm not making any big fortune.
What you doing it for?
Oh, it's better out here in the fresh air and sunlight. Working in a store someplace.
Mr. Jenner, this is Apache country. Solitary man in these canyons, well, it isn't safe.
Nobody'd care whether the Apaches got me or not.
Well, if you're working up high because of the water, how come you're not camping up there?
It's too closed in up there. I like it down here and where it's open and fresh air.
Maybe you have another reason. Maybe you're thinking of using that shaft as a trap.
You found that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's just a little something I fixed up in case anybody came snooping around.
Particularly one man, McKean.
It's no secret I'm here. Thought maybe you might get a little curious.
And if he didn't find out that you were here, you were going to make sure he did.
I think you got the wrong idea about me, Marshal. I don't want to kill McKean. I'd just like to give him a little taste of what it feels like to be in Yuma prison.
Mr. Jenner, I came out here to ask you a question, to give you a message.
Go ahead.
The question is, what happened to that money you stole from the miner? They never found it. You swore that you didn't get it. But I think you know who did. It was McKean, wasn't it? He was your partner, and he was in on the whole thing, wasn't he? No answer?
I had my day in court. I don't have to answer that question.
Well, maybe you'll change your mind when I give you the message. Mrs. McKean left her husband, moved into a hotel. She asked me to warn you that her husband blames you for her leaving. He wants to kill you. Now, you want to answer my question?
She left him. She's not happy with it?
Never was.
All right. You were right all along. McKean planned the whole thing right from the beginning. He did the robbing. Then when the miner showed up, I stayed and did the fighting while he got away.
Why didn't you say that in court?
We're partners. I figured that half of the money'd be waiting for me when I got out. When I did, I knew I couldn't get close to it.
I see. And you paid your debt. He hasn't.
You could never prove anything against him.
Maybe we can. Maybe we can with the use of that trap of yours.
You're looking for me, George?
Jenner, let me out of here.
No, I don't know about that.
You trapped me. This is a trap.
Only if somebody comes snooping around.
I was just looking for you, Dobie.
To shoot me or to give me back my half of the money?
Step out so I can see you.
To shoot me, maybe. But if you did that, you might never get out of there, George. You better do some thinking about that.
Dobie, let me out, please.
No, George. I think you better stay there for a while. Get some idea of how I felt there in Yuma prison. Nights like this when you're lonely and afraid. The hot days. Days so hot you can hardly breathe and it feels like it's baking you alive. I think you better stay there for a while. Wait till you go through one of those days.
Dobie, let me out of here, please.
You didn't say about my half of the money.
I'll give it to you. I always meant to. There wasn't much, Dobie. The fellow didn't have very much.
He had enough to put you in business.
I'll give you half of everything.
You can't give me back those years in prison.
Dobie, please.
You knew that miner was coming back, didn't you?
No, I didn't. I swear it. I planned everything very carefully. And if you'd only followed orders, there wouldn't have been any trouble. Now let me out of here, Dobie. Let me out.
Throw out your gun.
Now, you scum!
He heard the whole thing, George.
Give me your bandana.
Up the country, the old Wild West country, he made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail. Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live and long may his story be told. Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
There were 4 Gatling guns with the infantry column supporting Custer's 7th Cavalry. But Custer didn't think the Gatling gun important. Had he waited, the Battle of the Little Bighorn might have turned into a massacre of Sitting Bull and his Indian forces. And it was ironic that Chief Joseph, brilliant young leader of the Nez Perce tribe, thought better of the Gatling gun than the white men who invented it.
Take Gatling gun on the wagon. Let the soldiers go.
Marshal Earp?
Yes, sir?
I'm Captain Stewart. I have a letter from General Sherman.
Yes, sir?
A secret matter.
That's probably what we were talking about. Why don't you check the horses outside, Sit down, Captain.
You, trust a Cheyenne?
Captain, you probably have a letter telling me about the breakout of Nez Perce in Idaho. Chief Joseph stole a Gatling gun and 10,000 rounds of ammunition.
You were right.
Mr. Cousin, Cheyenne that just left here, knew about it before General Sherman.
We can't let hostile Indians keep a Gatling gun, sir.
Well, Captain, Mr. Cousin is my advisor on Indian affairs. Why don't you give me a few minutes to have a powwow with him on this?
Certainly. The general remembers you for having done him a big favor.
Yeah, I sure did. I kind of saved the general from being imposed upon to make a speech here in Dodge City.
I heard about that.
Why don't you join me for lunch in about an hour over at the Dodge House?
My pleasure, sir.
And bad white men with some Indians steal Nez Perce land in Idaho. Chief Joseph is a smart young man. He no go on warpath. He just make threat to get land back.
That won't work. You ever hear of Indians getting their land back?
Then Chief Joseph fight.
You think he'd take 100 ponies for that Gatling?
No, not 1,000.
I guess I'm cornered.
You must talk to Joseph.
Did you ever hear of General Sherman when he loses his temper? Bad medicine. Well, maybe if I make my conditions tough enough with General Sherman, he'll send somebody else. You go find Mr. Gibbs. Tell him we may be long riders. He'll know how to pack for us. I want Army Scout credentials for Mr. Cousin. $10 a day for each of us. Subsistence. I must have complete freedom from interference from the Army until I can report to General Sherman.
Granted.
What?
General Sherman likes you very much. He never forgets a man he likes. Write your own ticket.
Good luck, Marshal.
Thanks, we'll need it.
Colonel, the Army's sending the U.S. Marshal and Indian to make talk with Joseph. They're probably at the fort by now.
Corporal, didn't you forget something?
Oh, that's right. Excuse me, sir.
Well, I'll let it go this time. I want you men to remember,
We're territorial militia. You'll salute your officers and observe the customs of the service.
Yes, sir.
Now go find Major Hanley for me. Tell him to report to me at once.
Major? Major Hanley, the colonel wants to talk to you.
Yeah, just a second. Right now! Go finish saddling his horse for him.
Yeah, yes, sir.
You keep your shirt on, Mike.
You know, you've been overdoing this colonel stuff.
Oh? Indeed.
Yeah. You know, we elected you, Colonel. But the boys can hold another election. Now, what's in your mind?
The regulars are sending a U.S. Marshal to powwow with the Indians. Get a detachment and go arrest him.
Oh, just like that. And where are we supposed to find this marshal?
Well, he and the scout just left the fort, according to Sloppy. Corporal...
Nazarick.
Yeah.
Well, they're probably headed for the Badlands. But if they were sent by the regulars, you sure we got authority?
I'll take care of that, Joe. You just go get them.
I guess it ain't such a crazy notion at that. We don't want no peacemaking with Joseph. All right, Mike. I and the boys will bring him in.
Well, now that's real kind of you, Major.
Major? We're a bunch of land grabbers, the whole kit and caboodle of us, and you grabbed the most, as usual. Major. Militia. Colonel. Ha!
There. What do you think of our chances of finding Chief Joseph?
Not good. He will find us.
Hmm? Why should he?
Chief Joseph knows all about us. He is a peaceful man. He will want to hear what General Sherman say.
Yeah, well, I sure hoped it. Visitors.
Pony soldier.
Well, if they are, it's the crummiest looking outfit of cavalry I've ever seen.
Maybe we better run, eh?
No. Looks like they might be those land grabbers Colonel Grimes warned me about.
I'm Joe Hanley, Major Hanley, Territorial Militia of Idaho.
Howdy. My name's Earp, United States Deputy Marshal. It's Mr. Cousin, my scout.
Well, for once, Big Mike got it straight. I'm sorry, but we've got orders to arrest you.
Whose orders?
Colonel Dunphy. He's our commanding officer.
Huh? Did you check with Colonel Grimes at the fort?
Take him. His name's Earp. He says the regulars ain't gonna like this, Mike.
It's Colonel Dunphy. Now, you and your men will excuse us, Major.
All right, but you better be sure what you're doing. Come on.
We're a militia outfit. I haven't shaken them down to discipline yet.
Well, you have no authority as militia.
Who says I haven't?
Colonel Grimes, Fort Boise, says you're a bunch of land grabbers, stole half of Idaho from the Nez Perce.
I don't like your accusation, sir.
Well, I don't like being arrested by a bunch of thieves.
Why, you Indian-loving whippersnapper. Guard! Guard! Ow! Well, shoot him! Shoot him!
Now, you fat fool. He's a prisoner till the boys can vote on this deal.
Now, you've all heard what Joe Hanley had to say. But his argument, my friends, plays right into the hands of those Indian-loving punkin heads back east. Now, we settled this range. We staked our claim on it. What have the Indians ever done for Idaho? Nothing. They use it for buffalo hunting ground, then go off into Montana and the Dakotas. No, sir, we're the true pioneers, the real settlers. That's right. And we're not letting any regular army tell us what to do. We're gonna fight for our homes and our land And if anybody don't like it, Injun! Pull in! Pull in!
Yes, first. Chief Joseph sure got this thing organized. I asked him if I could talk to Chief Joseph.
We talk, but not here, Marshal. My warriors shoot in air. We do not want to fight land grabbers or kill them.
We leave now. Let's go.
Where are they? Where are they? I don't know. Why don't you go find them?
Marshal, the Nez Perce have never killed one of your people. Our Cheyenne brother will tell you it is so.
True. The Nez Perce belong in Wallowa Valley, Mr. Land grabbers make government move them to Lapwai Reservation.
General Sherman has promised to take this to President Grant.
White soldiers and Indian warriors understand. But men who stole our valley in Oregon have only greed and hatred.
Didn't your men steal a Gatling gun?
White Bird and Rainbow do that. They want to fight.
The Nez Perce have no big chief, mister. They all have right to vote for peace or war.
My brother Julio Cotto and I vote to move tribe to Canada. We have been laughed at.
Mr. Cousin, will you please explain to Chief Joseph what is in my heart?
Mr. Earp is sad. He must tell you the truth.
Let him speak.
General Sherman wants the gun returned. He also wants the Nez Perce to return to the Lapwai Reservation while he's explaining this to President Grant. I think the Canada idea is bad. All the white settlements between here and Canada will be up in arms yelling for the army.
You mean there is no land for Indian, except for what your people do not want?
Right now, yes. Later on, the people who are ashamed of how the Indians have been treated will see that you get a better deal.
Later on? How long, Mr. Earp?
20, 30, perhaps 50 years.
You tell the hard truth. Too hard, Mr. Earp.
I cannot lie to this man.
We will give gun back. We will take gun to Fort Boise.
Yata, hey! Pakahayiko, Nagaling.
It's a long way to the fort. Those land grabbers that call themselves militia have to be dealt with.
But how?
Can your men operate that gun?
Not well, no. That's why warrior chiefs give me gun. When something requires thought, I am appointed big chief. But I am never big chief for long. What is thought compared to Winchesters and fast ponies and the coup stick?
Well, what are you stalling for, Mike? You won your vote to go after the Indians.
We don't know the terrain, Major. If you ask me, I think they went up into Oregon. Have the trumpeter sound officers called.
Oh, your memory's bad. That fool Dutchman lost his bugle.
Well, tell them to whistle it or do something. Assemble them. We're attacked.
Yeah, sounds like a Gatling gun.
Indians! Homeland skirmishes! It is a Gatling gun!
All right, give him another burst. Closer this time.
You won't be killed!
Oh, no, we won't! Hold your fire! Hold it! Where'd Joseph get the Gatling gun?
None of your business. He's agreed to take it back to the fort.
We can't fight that weapon. Is this a demand for surrender?
No. For peace.
Now, I've guaranteed the chief safe conduct back to Fort Boise. Now, what's your word? You won't interfere with us?
Well...
Tell him yes, Mike. If they don't massacre us with that Gatling gun, they can whip us in a running fight.
Very well. You have my word as Colonel of Militia.
Good. You see that you keep it. Because, mister, next time the Indians are going to shoot to kill.
All right, men, dismissed. Fall out. Oh, go away!
They'll have to use the good trail for that gun. We'll cut across and bushwhack them in Paiute Canyon.
I gave them my word as an officer and a gentleman.
You ain't neither one. That Injun lover will report on us to the regulars. And if Joseph really does break loose, old Sherman won't help us any. You got thousands of acres of good grazing land in Idaho. Want to give it back to the Injuns?
What?
No, of course you don't.
You think they will break their word?
Well, if they do, they'll have a line across that canyon.
Then we ride into ambush.
You sound like you don't much care.
Ambush. Reservation where we starve. Prison stockade where we die of sickness. Perhaps ambush is a gift from the Great Spirit.
Well, I don't like people that break their word to me, and I don't aim to die quickly, Chief.
Perhaps you and Cheyenne should go on alone.
Chief Joseph, you're going to have to surrender in the end. You know that, and I know that. But surrender to the U.S. Army, not a bunch of land-grabbing renegades who stole your valley.
If it must be. Your heart is good, and you have hope. Tell me what to do.
Well, sir, if I was the chief of the Nez Perce, I'd never send my men into the flat of a canyon. I'd divide my warriors and send them along both sides of those ridges.
And the Gatling?
I'm going to take that to higher ground, too.
And use it to kill, Marshal?
You have a right to defend your lives when you're obeying the law. Now, Mr. Cousin and I have Army orders to return the Gatling gun. We're moving to higher ground, Mr. Cousin. You and I will be in charge of the Gatling gun.
Ambush?
Maybe. But this time, if they jump us, we'll shoot to kill.
I hope they do not jump us.
Yeah, me too. Now, this is my decision, Chief. If we do run into trouble, I'll take the responsibility. Don't you join the fight until I yell for you.
We will come fast.
Yeah, hey. Atente, Pialto.
Halt! Dismount! Hide your horses in the brush!
Hurry it, men.
I don't mind killing a few Indians. But I don't know about a U.S. Marshal.
They won't even find his grave. Up there, Mike. It's that marshal and his scout trying to make a sneak.
I can't let him get away with that gun. Detachment! Get that gun! Rush him!
Put it up in there! Put it up in there! Hurry up!
the horses.
I have 5.
Put them over there. Take care of the horses.
What's the matter, you men? I told you to charge. Get that gun.
Come on, men, get in there.
Rush them.
Come on, you soldiers, get in there.
He can't turn that gun sideways. Come on. Trade him in.
Too hot. Cease firing. Bugler, sound retreat.
We ain't got no bugle.
Harder, I'll shoot closer.
Everybody out of here!
Yeah, head for your horses. Joseph! Joseph!
Egan! Kill him! Kill him!
No! No! Cease firing! Cease firing! Stop shooting! Stop! Stop! We surrender!
All right, I'm going to take you men back to the fort. You can explain your story to Colonel Grimes there.
No. I ask you. Turn them loose.
These men stole your land and tried to kill me.
I am sick of argument. Fighting, killing. I beg this of you, Marshal.
It is a mistake, Joseph. Other chiefs hear this. They will go on warpath.
We accept no favors from Indians.
Shut up, Mike. They could have scalped every one of us.
Marshal, Indian is taught to show no mercy in war. That is wrong. Grant me this gift of mercy.
All right. Take your men on back to Oregon.
I give you my word as an officer and a gentleman.
Your word's no good, mister. Chief Joseph and his men are going to escort me close enough to the fort so you can't bushwhack me again. Now bury your dead and get out of here.
Thanks, Earp. Thank you, Chief. It's a better deal than we deserve.
I wish I could promise you justice, but you won't get that. But I do want you to believe that there are many white men who have a bad conscience. Like I said before, it will still be many years until the Indians are treated as human beings.
I understand that now.
Well, Chief, we're close enough to the fort now.
All right, my friend. If you hear that the Nez Perce try to escape to Canada, think kindly of us. We have no place to go.
I'll make a full report to General Sherman. Chief, the world is often a place of cruelty and injustice to men of all colors. But us Christians believe that all will be treated fairly in the paradise of God.
What you say is true. I will think of it many times. Ihiahe.
Up the country, the old Wild West country, he made law and order prevail. and none can deny it. The legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told. Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Dr. John H. Holliday, close friend to Wyatt Earp, had been living on borrowed time. In a last desperate effort to save her husband, Kate Holliday appealed to Dr. McCarty, the man of medicine in Dodge City.
All right, go on, say it. I'm a goner, unless I give up all my bad habits.
A man in your condition should either go back to the sanitarium or quit drinking, gambling, and gunfighting.
Now, you listen to Dr. McCarty, John.
Oh, he means well, but he's like many MDs. They taught him rules and regulations in medical school. I know, I graduated from a school of dentistry. And my professors were also a bunch of textbook idiots.
We're getting nowhere, Miss Kate. Well, it's your life, what there is left of it.
Oh, Wyatt. John won't listen. What am I going to do?
Well,
He won't last a month if he goes on this way. I've done all I can.
Miss Kate, Doc is an exception to most rules. Well, even the last time he left the hospital, they said he wouldn't last 2 weeks.
You and John, you always stick together. I sent for you as a last resort, and now I'm through arguing. I'm leaving John today, and for good.
Well, now, you don't mean that.
Mean it? I'm going to the bank and get my money. All of it. You take care of John. He'll get no more help from me.
You think she'll leave you broke?
The money's in her name.
Well, the money's not too important. But you do need Miss Kate.
Nonsense, Wyatt. I do not need anyone.
Don't try to fool me. You're scared.
Yeah. Never to see Katie again. Wyatt, you reckon I could live without her?
No.
McCarty sold her this whole claptrap. Or else she sold him. No more drinking, no card games, no more fighting. The reformation of John H. Holliday.
Well, why don't you try it?
Are you serious?
Well, I'm serious because Miss Kate's serious. Now, you've defied all the laws of medicine. Miss Kate's trying to shock you into doing what Doc McCarty says. Now, why don't you try and shock Miss Kate?
Oh, I get it. This could be a way to cure Katie and nagging me.
Well, it might work. Anyway, I know one thing. You and Kate should be together.
I'll fix that woman. She'll wish she never heard of a wholesome, abstemious life.
Now, wait a minute. Let's keep the record straight. 99 times out of 100, the doctors are always right.
Amen, Deacon. Amen.
Of course, I don't know whether Doc McCarty's right about you. But one thing I do know, and that's that you and Miss Kate should stay together. No gun.
Now, isn't that being a mite extreme?
Well, it might.
All right, Deacon. You protect me. 10 more minutes, I'm closing the game.
What? This time of day?
There'll be no more gambling for me. Luke Short wants to bank the table, he can move in.
Come on, Doc. Buy you a drink. I'm big winner, see?
Thank you, friend. I'm no longer allowed to touch the stuff.
Come on, son, I'll buy you a drink.
And then there's 4 acres here on the south side that we just won't say anything about.
Not in here, Leving.
What do you mean?
I mean I still own half this saloon. You swindle your greenhorn friend outside.
But I'm buying a ranch from Mr. Leving. Who are you, sir?
Never mind, Mr. Stebbins. I'll get my guns, Doc. I think I've taken all a man should stand for.
Now, you just do that. You get your guns and... No, forget it. I am unarmed, Mr. Leving. I intend to stay that way.
I'll still see you outside.
The name is Holliday, son, Dr. John H. Holliday. Now, when I take a look at this ranch survey, you see Mr. Leving is a cheat and a swindler.
You and Mr. Leving have a little quarrel, Doc?
Yes, I know this country. The water's bad. The range was sheeped out 2 years ago. Marshal Earp, would you kindly tell this young gentleman of Dan Leving's general reputation?
Not good. He's buckling on his guns. Let me handle this.
Wyatt, I fight my... Very well, sir. Young man, why don't you sit down and tell me more of your plans to purchase a ranch?
But Mr. Leving challenged you to a gunfight. Is he superior to you in skill?
Doc could kill him 3 times before Leving drew. Just a second, Mr. Leving.
Stay out of this.
Now go for him.
I got no fight with you.
And check your guns or get out of town. You're lucky Doc isn't wearing a gun. You'd be dead.
He ain't proved that. Besides, I hear you do all his shooting for him.
Told you to get out of town fast.
Tell me, Mr. Stebbins, are you on your own here?
No, sir. Marcy and I have been married since New Year's Day. She's at the Dodge Hotel.
Good. That means we're neighbors. I shall see you there later.
I suppose I should thank you.
Not at all, young man. This morning, I am full of sweetness and light. Now, you bring your bride to our suite at the Dodge. I'm sure you'll both enjoy meeting Mrs. Holliday.
Who is it?
Ralph Stebbins and Mrs. Stebbins.
Just a minute.
How do you do? We came to see Dr. Holliday. He invited us. Are you Mrs. Holliday?
Yes, but Dr. Holliday isn't in. Oh, we saw Marshal Earp on the street just now.
That's right. He told us that Dr. Holliday would be here any minute.
Well, I'm packing. But you folks make yourselves comfortable. Right in. You can sit over there. You explain, dear.
Oh, no, Marcy, you tell it.
Well, Mrs. Holliday, your wonderful husband kept Ralph from being cheated.
At Faro.
Faro?
That's a card game, dear.
Oh, no, Dr. Holliday closed the gambling. He doesn't believe in gambling or in drinking or...
Are you sure you have the right man? Dr. John Holliday?
Oh, yes, ma'am. A Southern gentleman from Valdosta, Alabama.
Georgia, I think.
Well, anyway, this man Leving wanted to sell us a ranch for $10,000. But Dr. Holliday told Ralph the man was a cheat.
And that's not all, Mrs. Holliday. When Leving went for his guns, Dr. Holliday refused to fight.
Out of sheer kindness. Marshal Earp told us that Dr. Holliday could kill this Leving 3 times before he drew his gun.
A man of honor who wouldn't take advantage.
Well, yes. Since we've been in Dodge City, John has often avoided gunplay. He doesn't like to embarrass Wyatt. I mean, Marshal Earp.
But mostly on your account, I'm sure.
That's right, hon. All those other men were drinking, but Dr. Holliday drank only water. even if it was stale and tasted awful.
And the dear man said he wanted to be a guardian angel to us.
He said that? The miracle must have happened.
Katie.
John.
Katie, dear. You'll have to excuse us. Mrs. Holliday does not quite feel like herself. You see, there's been a death in the family. Katie, dear, before we finish all this packing, there's some errands to be done.
Oh, I'm sorry. We didn't know. Dr. Holliday, this is my wife.
Well, how do you do, Mrs. Stebbins? It's a beautiful child, Ralph. Now, please don't go. Katie, dear, we have overlooked our contribution to the church and to the town charity fund. Now, I suggest $500 to each. More if you approve.
Come on out, Holiday, and bring your gun.
It must be Dan Leving. Sounds a bit under the influence, poor fellow. If you'll excuse me.
John, wait, don't go. I'll get your gun.
No, Katie, no. This time I shall reason with Leving.
Mrs. Holliday.
I said, come on out, or I'll come in after you.
Mr. Leving, why do you insist on dying?
You're the one who'll do that.
Now draw.
Oh, John, dear.
No gun?
Search me.
Maybe Dr. Holliday's too angelic, Miss Kate.
No. You take that man to jail and keep him there.
Yes, sir. Doctor, you wait in the hotel until I get back. There's plenty more just like him.
We'd better do as we're told. Kitty?
Not now, gentlemen. I've got to go see Doc.
Doc, is it? Now, hold on,
Dan
Wyatt.
Leving's friends want him released.
What, for shooting at an unarmed man?
Doc Holliday unarmed? I don't believe it. Nobody in this town will believe it.
Doc always packs a gun. You know that, Wyatt.
Not today, gentlemen. As a matter of fact, he hasn't had a drink or lifted a card. He has reformed, gentlemen. Lord help us all. And if I don't give him some help, he'll be the deadest man in Kansas.
Now, Wyatt, you...
Are you quite certain you wouldn't join me in some of this? Well, if you two youngsters are bound and determined to purchase a ranch, I'll have to put you in touch with Colonel Magruder. He should arrive in town either late this afternoon or sometime tomorrow.
Does he have a real good ranch for sale?
Colonel Magruder owns more than 100,000 acres in the Panhandle in West Kansas.
With Dr. Holliday to advise us, we can't go wrong.
I'm afraid $10,000 won't go very far, hon. Not with the stock we'll have to buy. You see, Marcy always sees things big. It'll have to be kind of a small ranch, won't it?
Oh, maybe 750 acres. That should leave you enough to buy some cattle. Now, if you two will excuse me, I shall see you to your room. Then I can keep a promise to Mrs. Holliday. Hello, Wyatt.
Where have you been?
Been in conference with Ralph and Marcy Stebbins. You know, they're real nice kids.
Where do you think you're going?
Over to see Parson Clark. Have to check on Katie, make sure she gave him our donation. And you relax, Wyatt. Remember, he is thrice armed who walks with righteousness.
Kelly and Tobin say I have to dismiss charges against Leving.
I have no objection to that.
Hey, You look a little shaky. How do you feel?
I'm thirsty, Deacon. You know, I'm dying on my feet, but Katie just can't see it.
You get behind me.
Are you addressing the devil or me, sir?
10 paces, Doc, and don't argue.
Whack him up. Take these with you.
It's no good, Doc. You're gonna have to stay off the street.
Nonsense. You stay off the street.
Well, here, and use this.
No. No, thank you, Wyatt. I'm gonna teach Katie a lesson, even if she's a widow before she learns it.
When you head straight for the parsonage, and I'll cover you. Go on.
Here he comes. Ain't you going the wrong way, Doc?
Boot Hill's that way. They're digging you a grave.
Now, perhaps you've heard that I gave up carrying a gun.
Oh, you healed, eh, Doc?
Why don't you reach for yours and find out?
He's bluffing. Won't make no difference anyway.
Oh, now, it'll make a difference, all right. Raunchy, I've already put lead into you. From Tex, I ran you out of the Long Branch. But you, sir, you're a stranger here. Now, why don't you start it?
We'll all start it. Now.
Down, Doc!
Wyatt, is John hurt? Oh, my dearest. Wyatt, he's been hit.
Oh, no, Katie, I'm all right.
He's not all right. 5 men have tried to gun him down since you and I talked him into going unarmed. Now, Shotgun, I want you and Pete to take Doc over to the hotel and see that he goes to bed.
What about these here fellers?
You let them lie there until their friends pick them up. Now, you stay close to Doc. If anybody makes a move for a gun, you shoot first and ask questions later.
I'm proud of John. I'm glad he's reformed.
Miss Kate, I'm just glad he's still alive.
Come along, Doctor.
Dan Leving in jail and 4 men shot all over Doc Holliday.
I know, Wilbur, I
We're
know.
gonna release Levy. That's not enough. You're hiring Earp and his deputies to help Doc in gunfights?
Now, you listen to me, Wilbur.
Holliday's a scoundrel and he'll never be anything else. Furthermore, Doc's trying to swindle a couple of greeners.
That's all, Mr. Wilbur.
Huh?
I don't like you. You leave my office.
Now, Wyatt.
You're getting too big for your britches, Earp.
I said get out. A lot of crust. Accusing Doc of swindling. He's hand in glove with Leving.
Now, wait a minute.
Doc is trying to reform on Miss Kate's account. I told him to hang up his guns. Now, you expect me to stand by and watch him cut down like a horse with a broken leg?
Now, listen to me, Wyatt.
Jim. You hold your temper.
I'm sorry, Judge.
Nobody believes that Holliday's reformed. You believe it yourself?
Well, I think he's trying.
Oh, reformation, blah. We warned you about Doc Holliday. Now he's got the whole town in an uproar.
I know, Mr. Kelly. Miss Kate threatened to leave him.
Wyatt, be sensible. You're Marshal of Dodge. You're not paid to meddle in the domestic affairs of Kate and Doc Holliday.
Yes, sir, but don't you see that?
I'll have no more arguments. I'm mayor of this town. Turn Leving loose and stop associating with the Hollidays.
Mr. Kelly, you and Mr. Tobin have the power to release Leving. But you can't pick my friends and you can't tell me when to leave them in a lurch.
Mr. Earp, we've got to talk to you.
Hey, it's poor Dr. Holliday. Show him the mining stock, Ralph.
Mining stock?
Dr. Holliday thinks he's going to have a fatal illness. He wants to sell us his share of the Sister Lode mine.
It's in Nevada.
He says it's worth $20,000, but he's willing to sell it to us for 10.
Let me see that stock. Gold mine stock. Cheating 2 innocent greeners.
Don't harp on it, Jim. Here's a bench warrant for Holliday's arrest.
Whoa, babe.
Hiya, Colonel.
Hi. Take care of the horses, boys. I'm going to find my good old friend, Doc Holliday. Where do you think he'd be at,
Hey, try the Long Branch, Colonel.
Well, if I don't find him there, I'll sure locate some bourbon and branch water.
I'll take care of your rig for you.
Yeah, thanks.
John. John, dear, it's a drink.
A drink? Did you say
Here, John.
a drink?
I was wrong. You're hard to take with it or without it.
Oh, bless you, Katie.
Would you like a cigar?
Light me one.
Tell me you feel better.
Now, I'm improving, Katie. Yes, I'm improving.
You do look better.
You know, as a medical treatment, I would not recommend this to my worst enemy, much less anyone else in the world. It's terrible stuff. But for me, it works, Katie. Yes, I'm going to withdraw my original prognosis. I am not going to die.
Oh, John. You dear, wicked man.
Yeah, now, Katie, that's enough of that. You better go see who's knocking on our door.
It's Wyatt, Miss Kate.
Wyatt, you come in here.
Wow.
Oh, it saved him, Wyatt. He was almost slipping away.
You look a bit weary, Deacon. I persuade you to join me?
Doc, those kids brought that stock to me for my advice.
Sister load mine stock. That's a real... What's the trouble?
Judge Tobin and Mayor Kelly were there. Judge issued a bench warrant.
Idiots. Wyatt, that sister load stock is worth more than twice what I'm asking those kids.
That's the truth, Wyatt.
Well...
Doc, you slippery rascal, you.
Magruder.
Are you sick or something?
Magruder, do you know Marshal Wyatt up?
A Yankee, but any friend of yours is a friend of mine.
Howdy, Colonel.
Oh, pardon me, Miss Katie, man.
There's no time to be polite, Magruder.
Why?
What do you know about the sister load mine?
Sister load? Why, you got any stock for sale?
No. I wish you'd go along with Marshal Earp and tell that idiot Tobin just how much 50 shares would be worth.
50 shares? Well, that'd be worth 25,000 at least.
I'm sorry, Doc. The Colonel and I'll get this thing straightened out.
Good. You send those two kids to me.
Yes, sir. I'll see you in about 10 minutes, Doc. Miss Katie, ma'am.
Well, now, that's the hide or something.
What is it now, John?
Levin and Wilbur. They won't give up. They just ducked into the areaway.
You mean the man who tried to kill you?
Yeah.
I was wrong about that, too. Let me think. Where did I hide your gun? Oh, I know.
Well, you got both of them, Doc. You must be feeling like your old self again.
Not quite. I'm still going to sell that stock to Ralph and Marcy for half its worth. Katie's meddling is over, Wyatt. But I'm afraid virtue may be a contagious disease.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
They had a juvenile delinquent problem in 1878, too. Kids from the small towns and cities of the East and Middle West headed for the frontier in search of excitement or reputations as outlaws. Dodge City had a plague of these brats, and Marshal Wyatt Earp didn't have a child guidance expert or a psychiatrist to tell him just what to do. Marshal Wyatt Earp used plain, common horse sense.
Drink here. Don't take all day about it.
How old are you?
Old enough.
Well, I don't know. You don't look no more than 16 or 17 to me.
I ordered a drink. There's my money.
Hold it, Mr. Bryce. Have to arrest you, Sonny.
What for?
Backing a gun, you're too young to be hanging around the saloon.
I'm past 21.
Well, you forgot to check your Colt in the gun rack. Come on.
I hate you cops.
Well, that's too bad. Go on.
No matter what you do to me, I'm not gonna talk.
Sit down there and stay there. Another runaway, Mr. Gibbs. Just keep dropping off every freight train.
I came in a regular train car, and I'm not a vagrant.
Hush up, kid. Seems to me you take an awful lot of sass off these smart kids. What he needs is a good larrapin with a hickory stick.
You just try it.
Mr. Gibbs, you go on patrol.
I'll be glad to. Smart aleck loudmouth kids are coming in here raising Cain.
As for you, Sonny, don't you go around daring a man to spank you. You're liable to find somebody that'll take you up on it.
Not while I have my gun.
Well, I'm holding this. Now, I want your name, where you're from, and your age. It'll save a lot of time and trouble for both of us.
My name is John Smith. I'm 21 and I come from Chicago. Now, what's the charge?
You have a job or $25?
I've got $500. Want me to count it for you?
Where'd you steal all that?
You prove I stole it.
All right, $25.
For what?
For violating a city ordinance. Failure to check your firearms.
Do I get my gun back?
Nope, I'm holding your gun. Till you tell me where you're from, and what your name is, and what your age is.
Cops. 2 10s and a 5. Anything else?
Yeah, you get on that first train heading home. I may not be able to hold you for vagrancy, but you keep hanging around Dodge and you're going to be jailbait.
That's what you say.
You don't like policemen, do you? You probably think that all hoodlums and outlaws are real nice people, don't you?
I sure do.
Well, I've heard a lot of young fellas say that and used to think it was very funny, but I don't think it's very funny anymore. You're going to have to learn the hard way.
Well, thanks for the fatherly advice. You must have paid Ned Buntline to make you a tin-star hero.
Walt? Walt?
Right here, Marshal.
Take a look out that window. See that kid walking up the street? I want you to tail him. I just took his gun away. First thing you'll do is try to buy another one.
Dodge City kid, huh?
Walt, a punk like that can kill you just as dead as a grown man. You be careful. I got a hunch he's from a good family. Maybe we can stop him before he lands in the reform school.
Howdy, son. What can I do for you?
I want a Colts 45.
Colts Frontier. Let's see, how old are you?
I'm past 21.
About 17, I'd say. Can't sell you a handgun. How about a nice .22 rifle?
No, I want a Colts 45. I'll pay you $10 above the price.
Sorry, son.
Here's the $40. Well, what are you scared of? Come on, give me the gun.
I don't know, Sonny. What's a kid like you want with a .45?
Don't call me Sonny. What I want with a gun is my business. Now, you gonna sell it or not?
All right, I'll sell it. But now, mind you, don't you tell Earper you got it, because there happens to be a town law against it.
Howdy, Morton.
Oh, howdy. I was just showing the kid the gun.
No harm in that. Take a good look, kid. Now, you go hang that on the rack, Morton.
Sure.
What right have you got to butt into my business?
The law and Marshal Earp don't want children to have guns. My advice, Sonny, try some other town.
Well, that does it. Well, what can I do for you, Marshal?
Well, sir, I'm trying to trace a young fellow that says he came in on a sleeper from the east. Blonde-headed boy.
Kid about 17 years old, maybe 5'7", 8.
Mm-hmm.
He came in number 9 last night.
Think there's any way of tracing where he might have bought his ticket?
Well, I could send a wire to Sam Willoughby. He's the conductor on number 9. He'd know point of origin, maybe even his name.
Fine. Do it, would you?
Kid making trouble?
Well, he's trying awful hard, too. I'd like to send him home before anything happens. Shotgun, you and Walt go around front.
What if that kid starts shooting?
Then take cover, but don't shoot back. I'll try and get in behind him.
He'll be a walking arsenal. We better win him.
No. Now go ahead, start for the front. I'll give you time.
Who tried to buy a gun from me this afternoon.
Shotgun, take him over to jail. Use the back door.
My pleasure.
All right, break it up, everybody. Just a fool kid, nobody hurt. Walt, I'm going to check his room at the hotel. Now get those people out of here.
He tried to steal my guns, broke my window. Huh. Wyatt, this one goes to reform school, and there's no begging him off.
We'll see, Your Honor. Now, you check your stock. I want a full report.
Reform school? That's where he goes, reform school.
Marshal? Marshal, the telegraph operator left this for you.
Thank you. Steubenville, Ohio. Point of ticket origin. Passenger bought Pullman space at Cincinnati, giving name of John Smith, Jr.
The kid who robbed Jim Kelly?
Yeah. I'll wire the police at Steubenville. You have the maid straighten this place up.
Will the boy come back here?
I doubt it. Leave his luggage here.
Well, it's about time.
He's the son of a distinguished member of the Ohio Bar and circuit court judge.
Well, what if he is? The boy was caught red-handed.
Oh, take it easy, Jim. His folks will be here soon. Too many dime novels and Wild West shows, I suppose.
I wish I really knew.
Well, I know. Dime novels and Buffalo Bill don't make a criminal. His folks neglected him or something.
The boy's father is the judge. He wouldn't neglect his son.
Oh, indeed now.
Every time a kid goes wrong, only his parents get the blame. You go along with that, Marshal?
Sometimes, not always. What do you think, Mr. Gibbs?
Well, sir, I'll tell you what I think. I don't believe these kids is whooped enough.
Well, the parents won't use discipline, and they won't let the teachers use it either.
Now, wait a minute, Mr. Kelly. I suggest we hold Alf in jail just until his folks get here.
It's the only fair thing to do.
I say no. I won't withdraw my charge. That young hoodlum goes to reform school, and that's final. If you gentlemen will excuse me.
Well, I guess I'll go feed Roscoe his breakfast.
I still say it's the trash they read and the stage shows they see. They all glorify the outlaw, make him a sort of a Robin Hood. Our friends Buntline and Cody have their share of the blame.
No, sir.
What do you mean?
Well, Judge, thousands of kids all over the country read dime novels, they go to theaters, they watch Buffalo Bill. 99% of them have more sense than try to act that stuff out in real life. Now, there's something else bothering Alf.
You think he's loco?
No, sir. But he doesn't react to things like any other normal kid. The world, life as it actually is. He's got no sense of realism. It's about as close as I can get to it.
Yeah. We're going to have trouble with Jim. All he can think about is reform school.
Well, reform school isn't going to solve anything with this boy. No, I think we're going to have to wait until his folks get here, see what they're like, what they have to say.
That's right. You're lucky, Wyatt. You're not a parent. My daughters call me a grumpy, stuffed shirt.
Hey, kid, how long you in for?
Not long.
Well, 30 days?
All I have to do is telegraph my folks. They'll get me out.
When'll that be?
I don't know. Why?
Well, they've got me for robbing a stage.
You a stage robber? I'm no greenhorn.
Well, bang your cup on the bars when Herb comes, ask him.
I suppose you were the leader of the gang.
No, Greasy Merkin. You've heard of him, huh?
Greasy Merkin. He's wanted by the Pinkertons and the Federals. What's the deal?
Well, Greasy don't know that Herb caught me. Him and the boys are camped south of Dodge. Get it? Now, I was thinking, if your folks spring you, will you get the word to Greasy? $10, kid?
I don't need money.
Greasy won't hurt you. He'll treat you like a real friend.
Shut up, will you? Let me think.
Well, this here kid says he wants to talk to you.
What about?
About sending a telegram, he says.
All right, send him in.
I don't like you shoving me around.
You need worse than that.
Take it easy, Mr. Gibbs. We're dealing with a child, you know. Now, what's on your mind?
I want to send a telegram. Is there any law against it?
You, by any chance, would want to send a telegram to Mr. and Mrs. Judge Horton of Steubenville, Ohio, would you? Because Mr. and Mrs. Horton are already on their way here to Dodge. They think you might be their son, Alfred. Little Alfie, 17 years old, stole $900 from his papa. Being hunted by police and private detectives all over the Middle West.
Gee, what a smart cop.
Would you like to notify anybody else, Alfie?
No, never mind.
Stop right there, driver. Now, Madge, you go on to the hotel and register. I'm going over to jail.
No, I'll go with you.
All right, there.
Mr. and Mrs. Judge Horton?
Yes? Oh, you must be Marshal Earp.
Yes, sir. I been kind of watching out for you.
Well, thank you, Marshal. I just want you to know how much Mrs. Horton and I appreciate the way you've handled this.
How is Alfred? He wasn't injured, was he?
No, ma'am. You'll have plenty of chance to talk to him before Judge Tobin hears the case.
In open court, I'm afraid?
Sir, we try to handle our minors quietly.
Oh, thank you, Marshal. Thank you. I don't know how this happened or what we did wrong.
I
I hope the court will parole after us.
Yes, give us another chance.
Well, ma'am, Judge Tove and Mayor Kelly, they're understanding men. Driver, would you take the bags over to the Dodge House? Come with me.
Don't shoot! Let him go! Marshal, wasn't that our son?
Yes, sir. Now, you and Mrs. Horton go on over to the hotel. I'll take care of things.
You won't hurt him, will you?
What are you going to do with him?
I'm just going to try and bring him back. Now, you go on over to the hotel. Now, don't worry, ma'am.
Hold on, Madge.
I told Walt not to trust him, but he said you give him permission to let him wait for his folks in the jail office. He whacked Walt on the head and stole his rifle and pistol and took off.
Any idea what trail he might have taken?
Well, him Dode Clemens in the next cell was mighty friendly. I reckon he'd ride south to join Greasy Merkin.
That's right.
Come on, move that view.
All it. Just a fool kid.
Mr. Greasy Merkin here?
What's it to you, Sonny?
I got a note from Dode Clemens. He's in jail in Dodge City.
Let me have it.
Are you the Greasy Merkin, the famous outlaw? I ain't doubting your word. You just don't look like an outlaw leader.
There you are, Greasy. You should have shaved this morning. You should have shaved.
Shut up. It's from Dode, all right. Let him stay in jail.
Why, you can't do that. One of your own men. You gotta ride in there and spring him.
You're a fresh kid, ain't you? Grab his gun. Here, I got a dishwasher for you, Cookie.
I didn't come here to wash dishes.
The spoiled brat from back east somewhere. You're gonna have to whoop some sense into it.
If you don't need a real hand, then give me my guns and let me go.
Well, now I couldn't do that. I've changed hideouts. I don't want you to go blabbing to Wyatt Earp.
I hate him. Give me my 45 and I'll ride back to Dodge and gun him.
Big talk. You wash the dishes.
No.
You hold him, boss. I'll whip him.
Here, I owe him a few licks, too.
And his father and I tried all the rules to win Alfred's confidence. Judge Horton took him hunting and fishing. I reasoned with him. So did his teachers. And Mr. Radford, our minister.
Nothing seemed to do any good, Judge. Instead of loving us, I think he came to dislike us.
Well, people who don't have any children always say that parents are too harsh or too indulgent or... What do you say, Mr. Mayor?
I don't know. I was in favor of sending him to reform school. But after listening to you folks, I just don't know.
A reform school?
Now, Madge.
Well, this has been a trying session for all of us. When Marshal Earp brings the boy back, I'll ask him his opinion.
How are we going to get Alf out of there without shooting?
We won't.
What do you mean?
Alf has joined Greasy's gang. A day or so of them will teach him more about outlaws than all our preaching can do. We'll tell his folks we came back to form a posse.
Ain't you taking a big chance, White? That boy needs a good whipping, I admit. But old Greasy might hurt him real bad.
Well, if he keeps on the way he's going now, he's going to hang someday. Toughen up, Mr. Gibbs. It's a hard world, and outlaws are scum. And Alf, he's got to learn realism. If he doesn't, what's the point in taking him back to bedevil his folks the rest of their lives? Let's get out of here.
Put it down.
You
make me.
I'll bust your head open.
Drop that knife, kid. No. I hate you. I hate and despise you all.
Well, gee.
You're afraid of Wyatt Earp.
Yeah?
I'll blast him down, but you won't give me my gun.
Give it to him, boss. He's loco enough to try gunning Earp. Yeah, maybe even lucky enough. All right, kid. I'm calling your bluff.
It's no bluff. Just give me my gun.
Couldn't find him?
No, sir. We'll have to form a posse.
Right away, Marshal. His mother's frantic.
Well, not tonight, Judge Horton. Just a couple hours before dark.
Well, he's probably hiding someplace in the brush. I'll go along and explain to your wife.
I'd appreciate it. She's almost hysterical. Night, Marshal.
Good night, sir.
Mighty nice folks, the Hortons. I don't understand how they could have a son like Alf.
Well, I tell you, Mr. Kelly, I think they had an ancestor way back about 10 generations ago. Some romantic fool that rode around in a great big white Charger, shining armor, poking swords at windmills. Speaking of local fools, I gotta go check the cattle pens. That's the romantic part about my job.
All right, Mr. Earp.
Oh, howdy, Mr. Horton.
Draw. I dare you, draw.
No, thanks.
All right. I gave you a fair break.
You know, all the bad men of the West have notches in their guns. So I'm gonna give you a notch, Mr. Horton. You killed a steer. Of course, it won't be a very big notch. You only killed a small steer. But you can remember it with pride for the rest of your life.
My mom and dad in town?
Yeah, they're at the Dodge House.
Look, hide me in jail. Tell them I'm dead. Anything but the truth.
Don't you ever be afraid of the truth, son. I think Judge Tobin will parole you to your folks on one condition.
What's the condition?
Just say you're sorry.
Who's there?
Marshal Earp, sir.
Come in.
I've been a fool. I'm sorry. I'm awful sorry.
Thank you, Marshal.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Honorable James Dog Kelly has his place in the annals of Dodge City. Starting as a saloon keeper from the wrong side of the tracks, Kelly made his choice for law and order by hiring Wyatt Earp as town marshal. He backed Wyatt many times when political expediency urged him to find a less uncompromising peace officer. But Kelly was a politician, and as Dodge became civilized in 1878, he felt he could indulge his hot temper by forcing Marshal Earp to resign.
Come on out, make your fight, Doc!
Save your ammunition. Sure he's dead? I'm sure.
Deacon, where's this new crop of gunfighters coming from? That man had a Colt in each hand, didn't know how to use either one of them.
A dozen witnesses will testify for Doc.
Give me that.
Take him over the corner. You come with me. Kelly isn't gonna like this. Why don't you just wing that fella?
With both these guns going?
We could have blasted both Colts out of his hands.
Well, maybe I don't feel that well today. Maybe there's too much smoke in my eyes.
You shouldn't have started that Farrell game at the Graffs. Kelly doesn't like him.
Now, is Jim Kelly running the marshal's office?
He is still mayor. Ever since the Graff got out of jail, he's been after me to close him up. Now, we haven't had a killing in this town for 3 months, and when it happens at the Graff's place with Doc Holliday behind the gun.
I apologize. Next time I'll try to use Deacon Earp's cripple shot technique.
But it can't be here next time, Doc. This is a sodbuster town now. The papers are calling our mayor Law and Order Kelly. You know what praise does to some Irishmen.
Pardon me for living.
I hope the good Lord will.
Order! Order!
Continue, Mr. DeGraff.
Well, then he called for Doc to come out and make his fight. He fired 2 shots through the door at Doc before Doc shot him. I guess that's all.
You may step down.
Your Honor, can't Holliday be charged with dueling? It seems to me it amounted to a duel.
No, Mr. Mayor. Case dismissed. Court's adjourned for the day.
Marshal Earp?
Yes, sir?
I want to see you and Shotgun in your office in about 5 minutes. And I've decided as mayor of this city that Doc Holliday ain't fit to be a resident. Marshal Earp, I want you to tell the fellow to leave Dodge.
You joshing?
No, sir, I am not. That's an order.
Not to me, it ain't.
What did you say?
I say Doc Holliday's got as much right in this town as you have. He stood his trial and the judge turned him loose. Now I'll tell you something else, too. Seems to me you're getting too big for your britches, Kelly.
Cool off, Mr. Gibbs.
Keep out of this. You apologize or I'm firing you.
No, you ain't firing me. I'm quitting.
Take it easy, Shotgun. Kelly's just in a temper.
Well, that's too bad. But I ain't putting up with his temper. Well, I'm gonna go get Roscoe packed and then I'm hitting the trail. I'm leaving Dodge.
Now, look, Kelly.
Let him go. We can hire plenty of good deputies.
He's the best deputy I ever had. Now, you stop acting thick-headed for 2 minutes.
Thick am I? You take that back.
No, sir. I won't take that back.
Then you're fired.
All right. I'm fired.
You think I'll come begging you to come back? Never will I.
Mr. Kelly, you and I both mean it this time, and I'm sorry because you've been a true and loyal friend.
Wyatt, all right. Don't think you're punishing me. I can hire plenty of good marshals. In fact, there's a man in town just itching for your job.
Well, you tell him he can stop itching. The job is his. You leaving town right away?
Yep. I've been thinking about Wyoming for quite a spell.
Wyoming, huh? Why don't you stick around for a while? Kelly will change his mind. He usually does.
Oh, it ain't Kelly, Wyatt. Just that this town's gone stale. I guess I've gone stale with it. Where's your badge?
I got fired, too.
Good. Why don't you go along west with us?
I can't right now. My brothers are coming through here on the way to Arizona territory. I promised them I'd wait for them.
You going there?
Maybe.
Arizona territory. I thought you was tired of trouble.
Well, no trouble in Wyoming, huh? Robber's Roost, Brown's Hole.
Kind of mild compared to Arizona territory. Well, Roscoe, old boy, I guess we better be hitting a trail.
So long, Roscoe. I'll be seeing you and Mr. Gibbs.
I hope so, Wyatt. I just want you to know that Roscoe and me take it mighty kindly how good you've been to us. We won't forget.
You earned double what you got from this town, Mr. Gibbs. Thank you. Good luck.
Shotgun Gibbs, is he leaving Dodge?
Not without Wyatt.
Wyatt ain't along?
Trouble. I'll see if I can find Wyatt.
Now, this is your office, Mr. Mather. I'll swear you in as marshal. Now, you can keep Earp's deputies or hire your own.
Earp left town?
I don't know and I don't care. He defied a direct order. I'm running Dodge, not Earp.
You're the boss, Mr. Kelly.
And don't you forget that, Mather. Now, the first thing I want you to do is close Mike DeGraff's place. Then run Doc Holliday out of town.
It'll be done.
Yeah, that's what they said about you. You do what you're told.
Mm-hmm. I'll need a couple hours to look around.
Remember, you're working for Law and Order Kelly. I want a clean town.
Uh-huh.
Hey, wait. You haven't been sworn in yet.
Later.
What? Are you leaving?
That's right. Mr. Kelly fired me and Shotgun, or we quit, whichever way you want to look at it.
The man is a fool.
Well, he just got his Irish temper up. I'm supposed to wait here for Morgan and Virgil. I think I'll just hit the trail west, let them catch up with me.
Well, you can't do that, what?
Why not?
Don't you know who Kelly hired to take your place? Mysterious Dave Mather. You buckle on those guns and keep them on.
All right, I'll bite. Who is this mysterious Dave Mather?
He's a no-good, murdering saddle tramp. He hires out as a John Law and then starts shaking down the citizenry. I almost killed him in Trinidad, Colorado. But he was wearing a star and had to hang me. You're gonna need those guns.
I guess that drove Kelly to it. When he loses his temper, he loses his judgment.
Wyatt, your guns.
Mr. Mather's wearing the star none up me.
Aren't you still a U.S. Deputy Marshal?
That's right. But I'm not having a fight with any city marshal.
That's a fine way to end your career. Turn and dodge over to that sidewinder. What are you trying to prove? You're trying to teach Mayor Kelly a lesson?
No, Dr. Holliday, I am not trying to teach Mr. Kelly a lesson. I am tired. I don't ever want to be a peace officer again. I've had more than my share of fighting.
I need a drink.
And he's shaking down everybody below the line. Saloon keepers, gamblers, everybody.
I don't believe you. And if you don't stop this gossip, you'll have to sell your dance hall and get out.
I'm getting out. Getting out right away, too.
Me too.
Indeed now.
Hope there's no hard feelings.
But you can't leave. Not yet.
I can't?
No, I'm not sure of this Mather fellow. And where's your conscience leaving me in the lurch? And how about Judge Tobin? Would you ride away without so much as a thank you for what he's done for you?
What time does Judge Tobin get in from the circuit court?
Midnight train or first stage in the morning. If you hadn't defied me to my face, I'd never have hired a new marshal. Old friends must part. 'Tis the rule of life. But I hate to see the great Wyatt Earp ride away in a fit of temper. Mind you, it's Judge Tobin will be cut to the quick. I ain't asking for myself.
Well, I'll think about it. Graff, I want to see you. Back room.
Hand me that shotgun.
No, Mike. Go in and talk with him. I'll send for Doc Holliday.
You better leave before Doc gets here.
Doc won't help you none.
I ain't paying you a lead nickel.
You'll pay. By midnight.
Martha, what have you been saying to Mike?
Ask him.
I let you live the last time, but I never make the same mistake twice. Start for it.
Hold it!
You better shove along, Marshal.
Where are your guns, Earp?
Killing you wouldn't be worth going to prison for.
Or hanging. You might remind Doc of that.
Don't be a fool.
Maybe I've lived too long already. Besides, in this particular instance, they would cheer me on the gallows.
I don't brag on my friends much, but none of them has ever been hanged.
No, Mike, no. Keep out of this.
I'll get him. No! Lower the hammers on that. Now, what's the matter with you and Doc? You know you can't go around shooting a peace officer?
He tried to put the squeeze on me, Wyatt. $100 a week.
Deacon, why didn't you leave town?
Yeah. Me and Doc can take care of him.
Were there any witnesses when Martha tried to shake you down?
No. We were in the back room.
Doc, you explain the law to Mr. DeGraff.
Why? Where you going?
Maybe Martha got careless. Extorted a payoff from several men at one time. That'll be my only chance to nail him.
You better make it fast. My gun hand's twitching.
How's Wyatt gonna do anything when he ain't marshal no more?
Extortion? Happens to be a federal offense, and Wyatt's a U.S. Deputy Marshal.
Oh, I get it. We wait for the deacon to handle him.
Mike, your version of the gallows is absolutely fascinating. Don't you realize it's easier to be hanged than to take a bullet through the middle?
Oh, we'll wait. Please, Doc.
All right. But only for a reasonable time, and only to spare Wyatt the anguish of seeing me hanged. Let's get us a drink.
Shut the door. Sit down.
It's no good, Earp. We know what you want, but we just can't say it.
Why not?
Because we're gambling men. No court would ever believe us.
Judge Tobin would. Now, all I need to know is whether Mather tried to extort protection money from you, and how much.
I ain't squealing on Dave Mather in court.
Neither am I.
All right, then. Maybe you'd be willing to stay here until I can fetch Mayor Kelly. You can tell him and...
Mister!
What is it?
Somebody just killed Mike DeGraff. The alley behind the Cowhands Rest.
You sure?
Well, Doc Holliday sent word.
I'm getting out of here.
Sawed-off shotgun, both barrels. In the back.
Any witnesses?
No. Nobody saw it, but it doesn't matter.
Doc! Doc!
I'll take care of Mather.
No, he belongs to me.
Cool off. I located 4 gamblers who paid Mather off. I'll have them subpoenaed. Under oath, they'll talk.
Well, that's just fine, but I want Mather for this killing.
Use your head, will you? He's not that stupid that he'd do it himself. We probably couldn't prove that he paid to have it done.
In that case, you just leave him to me. My pleasure.
We'll go after him together.
Deacon, I do not want your company tonight.
All right. And I'll just have to try and find him first.
Now, that's a sporting proposition. You find him, he gets winged. I find him, and he's dead. Excuse me, I have to go in this direction.
Bad news, Dave.
Huh?
Holiday and Earp are gunning for you.
Not Earp. He's got too much sense.
Earp's a deputy U.S. Marshal. Those gamblers were in his room at the hotel. Extortion, ain't it?
I can't handle Earp and Holiday both.
You can't handle neither of them.
Tell you what, we'll take to the alleys. That way we can get them one at a time.
Not me. If I was you, I'd run to Jim Kelly. And I'd use the back door. You know, Kelly don't ought to be laughed at. You know, he might hide you.
I'm closed. Who is it?
Dave Mather!
Wait till I open the door. Well, if you're looking for the skunk that bushwhacked DeGraff, he ain't here.
Earp and Holiday are gunning for me.
Well, Doc might be, not Earp.
I gotta hide out.
What is this, Mather? You're supposed to be working on a murder, not hiding from anyone.
You got a basement in this place?
Yeah, right there. Hold on. What have you done that Earp would be after you?
Just what you told me. Wait a minute. That's one of them. Be careful what you say.
Kelly! I'm coming.
Make it snap.
What's your hurry? Why are you wearing guns?
Gotta find Mather before Doc does.
Well, he ain't here.
Doc aims to kill Mather, even if he has to hang for it. You see Mather, tell him to leave Dodge.
Why should he?
Because one of us is going to find him, and I hope I'm first.
What's he done?
Nothing I can prove. But if I do find him, I'm going to break both his legs just on suspicion.
You're gonna have to be a lot faster than that.
You don't want me.
Get on your feet. Get up. Where is Mather?
You find him.
Where is Mather?
Well, he went to Jim Kelly's.
I don't like asking twice.
That was Earp. Where's Holiday?
Said he's home in bed.
I'll kill him.
You get nothing. Drop that shotgun. Turn around.
You hired me. I'll tell him that you ordered me to...
You tell him what?
I'll tell it in court.
You'll tell nothing. You're getting out of town. Now move.
Doc. Save your breath. He's not in Kelly's.
His deputy said he was. You look in the cellar?
I'll do the looking.
I'll do the shooting.
Now get out of town. Ride him hard and fast.
Where's Mather?
Him and his deputy left town.
Left town? Oh, you blithering fool.
Indeed now.
Mr. Kelly, they're murder suspects.
Fine lot of thanks I get. I save you from a shooting scandal, and I save Holiday from the gallows. That is a world where friendship counts for nothing. And I'll not be saying good night to either of you. Your star is on the desk.
Well, now, what kind of an apology is that?
It's a Kelly apology, Doc. And he probably did save you from a hanging. As far as Mr. Mather is concerned, he'll get his in due time. Well, here's to Law and Order Kelly.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Those 4 Clanton cowboys that killed the Wells Fargo guard. You turn them loose?
Had no other choice. Ran into a Clanton ambush. Shotgun was hurt. You yourself said that he might have died.
Yeah. Well, get a posse together. As many as you need to catch them.
Doctor, those men are guarded by 100 top guns. I'll not have amateurs killed, and they would be fighting the Clantons.
What? Doctor? John, Wyatt doesn't want to use a posse.
Any other way, Wyatt? Yes, sir. Go after them one at a time.
You'll never make it alone?
Doc, I don't want men to die backing me up.
Well, that's very commendable, Wyatt. It does you credit, but it's quite unrealistic. I'm going to run an editorial asking for volunteers for a posse.
Well, I can't stop you, but I'm going to get those killers my way.
Wyatt, you're a fool.
Now, you listen to me. You take a posse out there, you're going to have a running gunfight for miles. You can count on at least a dozen men getting killed or wounded.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
Wyatt's refusal of the citizens' posse threatened to get him into serious trouble. No peace officer on the frontier could afford to let prisoners escape, and Marshal Earp had to recapture 4 men guarded by 100 guns. Wyatt must do it alone or lead a big posse into battle with the Clanton gang. And he couldn't know the infamous 10% ring at Tucson had ideas of their own.
You haven't told me the idea yet, Ben. Drag a man all the way to Tucson.
You'll be told, Mr. Clanton. Dan Pretty and the boys are waiting. They want to talk to you first.
Well, I ain't surrendering, my boys, for no necktie party in Tombstone. Worst idea you fellas come up with yet, and let me tell you...
Hold on, Clanton. Keep your temper.
Temper? I'm as mad as a Gila lizard with a bullet in his tail.
All right,
ready
now that'll do. Sit down and listen.
Drag a man all the way to Tucson.
Washington and Governor Fremont have signed the order creating Cochise County.
Let me see them papers.
You'll have to surrender your boys. After all, we can't have a scandal in our new county the first week.
I told you I wouldn't let my men hang.
They won't hang. They won't even get a jail sentence.
Well, why don't you say so?
What we're trying to tell you is they're going to be fine. You have our word for it. You wouldn't doubt our word, would you?
Well, you never lied to me yet, Daniel. I'll tell the boys turn themselves in.
Fine. Oh, ask Johnny Bean to step in, will you?
Johnny.
Good morning, gentlemen.
You've been made sheriff of Cochise County.
It went through.
I told you it would. How many witnesses is Wyatt Earp against the Clanton Cowboys?
Just one. Jake Devers, the stage driver.
Where is he?
Under guard in a hotel.
You see to it that he doesn't testify.
But, gentlemen, are you asking me to...
Oh, shut up, Bean. You don't have to do the job yourself. Hire the job done.
Well, yes, sir. Gentlemen.
Men wanted. 4 Clanton cowboys murdered the guard of a Wells Fargo stage last week. Marshal Wyatt Earp will lead a posse to arrest these men. The editor of the Epitaph has signed his name as first volunteer. All able-bodied men for law and order will sign their name. I'll sign mine.
I'll sign too.
Well, I don't know. You know, this is abstract work. It's one that's going to come to the same thing.
Howdy, Wyatt.
Oh, hi, Johnny. Where you been?
Tucson. Meet the new sheriff of Cochise County.
Hey, congratulations. You can hang on to this.
You could have had the job.
Oh, I doubt it. 10% ring, they wouldn't stand for it.
You can still be my chief deputy.
Well, I'll have to kind of think about that for a while. And by the way, there's your first job.
Job?
Yeah, Mr. Clum is organizing a posse to go after the Clanton gunmen. Since Marshal White has no jurisdiction in the county, it'll be your duty as the new sheriff to lead him in.
Oh, that won't be necessary. I've already sent word for Clanton's boys to give themselves up.
You mean Pony Deal and the others are just going to ride in here and surrender?
It's all arranged. Let me buy you some coffee while we talk about the chief deputy job.
I'll be glad to have one with you later, but right now I better tell Mr. Clum. No use in having a posse now.
A new county.
Yep.
Now, you say John Behan's going to be sheriff of this new county?
That's right.
And he's going to have the Clanton men surrender themselves.
That's what he said.
Well, it sounds rotten to me, White. I wonder where the fix is.
Well, he couldn't have fixed Judge Spicer.
No, that's true enough. He, talked to you about your legal status?
Well, I turned down the job as sheriff. He offered me the job of his chief deputy.
Well, that settles it. I'm going to call a meeting of the Citizens Protective Committee, Wyatt. I've known Johnny Bean in Tucson. I knew him again in Prescott. Of course, he's ingratiated himself here by helping to raise the hospital fund. But I think he's a member of the 10% ring.
So do I.
You what?
Well, I don't know, Miss Nellie. I think we ought to wait and see.
Wyatt, you're going to be his chief deputy?
No, I'm not a deputy sheriff anymore. The only jurisdiction I have is in federal cases.
Yes, that's right, isn't it?
Then what can we do?
I'd say we get Mr. Clum appointed acting mayor.
Oh, no.
Now, Randall is under charges of malfeasance. He left town yesterday.
Then the other members of the city council can't object much if you, Doctor, and Miss Nellie insist.
That's right. I don't think they'll want to expose themselves.
Well, now, wait a minute, Miss Nellie. That's nice of you to say, but... well, I'm a newspaper man, not a politician. I can't be mayor.
John, this is an emergency.
He'll only have to serve until we can hold an election. The idea is for you to appoint Wyatt deputy city marshal under Marshal White.
Well, that's a good idea.
It's more than just a good idea. It's our only defense against being. Well, I've got to get back to the office. I move the meeting adjourned.
Just a minute, Doctor. I think my appointment ought to be kept secret for a day or so. And if Bean is a member of the 10% ring, well, he may show his hand.
I'm for that.
Well, I agree. Miss Nellie?
Going back to the hospital?
Good?
Yeah.
Yes. Allowed. Good night, Miss Nellie.
Good night, Doc.
Good night.
Good night, John. Quiet. Good night.
Good night, Wyatt.
Good night. Wyatt.
Oh, hello, John. What was that all about? You know, if you're going to be my chief deputy, we shouldn't have any secrets.
Well, I've decided against that, Johnny.
Why?
Well, you're a politician and I'm not. Well, I don't think we get along.
How do you figure?
Well, there's one thing you haven't told me. How come old man Clanton would surrender his boys to you?
A lawyer advised it. They don't think you have a case.
You agree with him?
Well, it's your case. I wasn't sheriff when the killing happened. I'm just helping out. If you'd throw in with me, we could split $40,000 a year. Fees and bounties.
That's a lot of money. Well, I better check on Doc. He's been in the poker game most of the night. See you later.
Ante up, Gibbs. Where's your money?
Most of it's laying right there in front of you two fellers.
Let's let him off the hook, Doc.
Well?
Doc and I's been whipsawing you. Three-handed poker always leads into temptation.
Well, you wouldn't cheat me, would you, Doc?
You bet your life I would.
Well, if that don't take on.
I'd cheat Wyatt, too, if he didn't know so much about poker. Speaking of the deacon.
Lock it again. Well, gentlemen, Mr. Johnny Behan is our new sheriff of our new county.
You're joshing.
No, official.
Is he wearing a gun?
He said old man Clanton is sending Pony Deal and the others in to surrender.
What's the fix?
I don't know. But we better get Mr. Devers over to another hotel. You're our only witness to the murder. We'll put him over at Miss Cashman's.
Well, that'd be a waste of energy. I'll go shoot Johnny Bean myself.
That isn't going to help.
I never did like Bean. This is the time we gotta go start shooting, Wyatt. I've told you that, and Shotgun's told you. We should have killed Pony and his boys without trying to bring them here for a trial they don't deserve.
Now, wait a minute. No fool's play, Doc. Bean's wearing a star this time.
That's right, Doc. They'd hang you for sure.
Maybe I can insult Johnny into drawing first.
No, they'd still hang you. Well, maybe I was wrong about Bean. We could have misjudged him.
It ain't likely. Here comes Pony and his boys.
only one reason they'd surrender to Bean. Are you satisfied now he ought to be killed?
He isn't worth hanging for. Mr. Gibbs, we're going to move Mr. Devers.
I ain't scared, Wyatt.
Well, I am. Doc, you give him a hand. I want to talk to those Clantons.
Well, Ben? Don't say anything out here. Inside, quick. In here.
I want to know, has Devers been killed yet?
Not so loud.
Old man Clanton told us you'd have him killed by now.
I know, Tony. You wait in here. You've got nothing to worry about. You'll be told the whole thing later.
All right, but it better be good.
Oh, Wyatt. I just locked up the men you were after.
Well, thank you kindly. Any objection if I talk to him?
Not at all. Help yourself.
You must have known you'd hang. Somebody promised you an easy sentence or an acquittal?
We don't tell you what our lawyers are going to prove.
I see, an alibi. Well, I guess that could be rigged. I wish you luck.
Well?
They've rigged an alibi. Would you do anything about that?
Great Scott, why would I?
I'm trying to believe in you, Johnny, but you got those boys in here too easy.
Maybe they do have an alibi. The stage driver could have been mistaken.
No, he couldn't. They didn't even bother to keep on their masks.
You trying to get me mixed up in this? I did you a favor when I persuaded old man Clanton to send those fellows in.
Why would Clanton do you a favor?
Lots of reasons. I'm the sheriff now. I collect taxes. This is a new county. The old man doesn't know how he stands. And I won't take an insult from you or anyone else.
Well, if the shoe fits, Johnny, you call me out.
What good would that do? You're faster with a gun, but if you killed me, they'd hang you. Look, I tried to make you my chief deputy. And I tried to be friends, Wyatt.
I tried too. I needed friends in this town.
Everybody rise. Circuit Court of Cochise County, now in session. Judge Spicer presiding.
Order in the court. Mr. Bean, bring in the prisoners. You men are charged with the murder of Tony Briscoe, a Wells Fargo guard. How do you plead?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Mr. Earp, I believe you have an eyewitness.
Yes, sir. They're bringing him over from the hotel.
This here polecat shot our only wit.
Now, you could have just winged him. You might have been able to tell us who hired him to have it done.
It would have cost him his life to do it, just as it cost Jake Devers.
And now we haven't got a case.
You better toughen up, Wyatt. This is a shooting town.
I done the best I could, White. I called to him to halt. Besides, it ain't easy to wing a man with a 10-gauge slug.
Well, what's done is done. I'll have to go tell Judge Spicer. Take care of him. Our witness, Mr. Devers, has just been murdered, and his guards killed the murderer. But if the court will grant a continuance, I'm sure I can find the man or the men who had this done.
He never had no case against us, and now he admits it.
Sit down. Do you have any information which might lead to the men who hired the murderer?
Not right now, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, Mr. Earp. The court cannot hold anyone without reasonable evidence. It is this court's unpleasant duty to dismiss the case.
Well, Doc, the judge turned them fellers loose.
Where's Johnny Bean?
With that fancy new office of his in the courthouse, I reckon.
Mr. Gibbs, it is my considered judgment that Johnny Bean hired that killer.
Yeah, mine too. But we can't hardly prove that.
This is my judge and jury. You go tell Johnny Bean that I'm gonna shoot him on sight.
And you just try that and they're gonna hang you.
Yeah, I know. They'll hang me. I haven't got much time left anyway. And I don't know a better way for a man to die.
Doc, you're a mite sad.
Yes. I'll clear that up right now. It's just like clear, cool water running through a slightly fevered brain. Mr. Gibbs, you're a man of the frontier. How long do you think it'll be before Bean hires another gun to bushwhack Wyatt?
Yeah, it's got me worried, Doc. That feller today had one of them magnifying sights on his rifle. Picked off poor old Jake right betwixt us.
Mr. Gibbs, we're wasting precious time. We'd better get Johnny Bean out of this world right now before I have another coughing spell.
Now, Wyatt ain't gonna favor you killing him.
We'll present Deacon Earp with a fait accompli.
A fait of what?
Fait accompli. That's French for killing first and telling Wyatt later. Well, are you going to present the challenge, or do I have to expend precious breath?
No, you just keep your seat. I'll go tell that runny hog.
Mr. Gibbs, you're a prince of royal blood, sir.
Wyatt, it's too bad.
Oh, it's worse than too bad.
Well, all we can do now is try to link John Bean with a 10% ring. Here's your deputy marshal's badge. Pin it on.
There's no point in warning Johnny what we suspect. We'll just let him get overconfident. We'll keep this hidden for a while.
Yeah, well, that's right.
Wyatt! You better come quick.
What's wrong now?
Doc and Johnny Bean are going to have a shootout over in front of the courthouse. Now, I favored it at first, but the more I got... Oh, that feller sure can move, can he?
Come on out, Sheriff. I want to see the kind of peace officer the ring sent to Tombstone. Bean, I said come out. And come healed.
Now, just a moment, Dr. Holliday. I want the witnesses to observe that you're drunk and you challenged me to a gunfight.
I'll give you the first shot. You draw first.
No, Doc.
Go on inside. I'll cool him off.
You'd better. If he shoots at me, he'll hang.
And you'll be dead. That's a fair exchange.
He means it. Go on inside.
I want him arrested for threatening me. I'm an officer of the law.
Get inside like I told you. Stay there and shut up.
All right, but I want the records to show that I didn't fear him.
Doc, you need some sleep.
You regret this to your dying day.
All right, all right.
He's thrown in with the Clantons.
We can't prove that.
Deacon, in Tombstone, you can't prove anything. You just shoot on a reasonable suspicion.
You can't arrest me, Earp.
Deputy Town Marshal, Mr. Clanton. Now, you and your son are going to jail.
On what charge?
Shooting at a peace officer and galloping horses down Allen Street.
Well, I ain't going.
No?
No.
Let's go.
All right. Then what happened, Wyatt?
Well, then Judge Spicer fined them $50 apiece, sentenced them to a night in jail.
Well, a $50 fine certainly isn't important, but that night in jail, that's wonderful. Just wonderful.
Turn the Clantons loose?
I had no choice. Their lawyer came in with a writ of habeas corpus.
What do you mean you had no choice? They were sentenced by Judge Spicer. You could have kept them for 24 hours. You know that.
All right. I know that.
And I know something else, finally. You belong to the Clantons and the 10% ring. Mr. Bean, among other things, you're a pipsqueak and a weakling.
You can't talk to me that way.
Why not?
I'm the sheriff. You'd better be careful.
No, you be careful. Now, you've gone too far today. You had my witness killed, got Pony Deal released, and now you let my prisoners go. 3 victories in one day. That's too many for a new sheriff. Now, don't you ever give me proof or I'm going to toss you in jail. And don't go for that gun. In your honor, my trigger finger just might slip.
Up the country, the old Wild West country, he made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told.
আপনি কিন্তু দেখতে যথেষ্ট সুন্দরী একজন মানুষ, দেখতে বেশ রোমান্টিক, যেন শেক্সপিয়ারের নাটকের কোনো নায়িকার মতো। ভেবেছিলাম, কিন্তু আপনি তো পুরোটাই মর্মান্তিক। যে কোনো মানুষ আপনাকে দেখে মর্মাহত হতে পারে।
হালকা হবো হালকা এইখানে গাড়ি থামা।
আমার হালকা হতে 1 মাস সময় লেগেছে।
আপনার 1 মাস সময় লাগে? আমার হালকা হতে তো 1 মিনিট লাগে।
আমার কাছে মনে হয় জীবনসঙ্গী এমন হওয়া উচিত যার সাথে আপনি প্রতিটা মুহূর্ত উপভোগ করতে পারবেন, সারাক্ষণ খুনসুটিতে মেতে থাকতে পারবেন এবং তার মনে এমনভাবে বসবাস করবেন যে আপনার দিকে সে একটাবার তাকালেই বলে দিতে পারবে যে তার বেঁচে থাকার কারণই আপনি।
পথে চলতে চলতে কথা বলতে বলতে কখন যেন হলে আমার
জানি গল্পে গল্পে মিশে অল্পে অল্পে আমিও হয়ে গেছি তোমার।
ছোট ছোট ভুল ফুটে হলো ফুল যে তোমাকে পেলাম,
গুটি গুটি পায়ে স্বপ্নের লাই আমি ভেসে গেলাম।
আপনি কি মনে করেছেন একজন মানুষ আমার জীবন থেকে চলে গিয়েছে এবং আপনি সেই সুযোগটা কাজে লাগিয়ে আপনার ফিলিংসগুলো আমার কাছে এক্সপ্রেস করবেন আর আমি সেটা হ্যাপিলি অ্যাকসেপ্ট করে নিব? এই হচ্ছে আপনার বন্ধুত্বের নমুনা?
রোদের পাখি তোর শহরে আমার মনের স্বপ্ন ঘিরে, ওরে পাখি ওরে সারাক্ষণ তোর শহরে বৃষ্টি হলে ভিজে আমার মন।
Thì 400 à? 400. Đây kiểm tra năng lượng này. Somos 700 rồi, rebat được một lần nữa. Ok. Một lần sẽ rebat được 10, anh quay qua kia anh binh. Anh sẽ là bố của qua kia. Yes. Thua hoài à? Không cội thắng à? Át 1 thực sự là khó đấy. Sẽ lấy một cái đồ ánh sáng đi, sẽ là cái cung xanh ánh sáng đi. Hai cái giảm hiệu hai bên nhỉ? Thôi cái để đang kéo một cái vùng đồ. Về rồi 25 chắc là nốt rồi nữa thì lên 8 vậy. Lại là cái thằng Zurich này, sao nó vẫn lên được quân ấy 3 nhỉ? Đưa con Zurich 3 ở đâu ra ấy. Đổi nó con Nautilus nữa, mình cầm tận 4 con Nautilus rồi chúng nó vẫn còn à. Ê xong ý làm mày không 3 được, thua không? Thua à. Ok rồi, đi rồi. Top mấy đây? Chưa đi, sắp đi. Anh đi xa rồi, anh không lái xe nữa, anh đắp mộ rồi, không thể nào rai khát được. Khóc U Linh à. Em phải cút. Cút đi. Đây đi cho đỡ bị bắn vào đầu. Cày tê tại mình bắn cặp tự. Kéo ra xì ra. Ui rồi ôi, cặp bóng may mắn cô ba nhưng mà ít tiền không sao, ít tiền. Tích xong rồi bao nhiêu máu, có 5.000 máu rồi sao, chắc thế. Bế mày, đối kia ông chết à? Đối kia xét bế không được, không thiếu mấy cái cùng đao, chậm quá. Đây đừng người nó vả rồi nó vả át chứ à? Mày tí thua đi chợ nhà sẽ một cái cung đi, sợ nhà một cái cung đi, anh cũng sắp không đi rồi, anh sẽ được đi chợ trước. Ai ăn?
ভালোবাসা সুন্দর, ভালোবাসাও সুন্দর। মানুষ নিজের অজান্তেই ভালোবেসে ফেলে।
আমার মনে হয় কি জানেন, আপনার মতো জানাশোনা কাউকে না আমার বিয়ে করা উচিত।
এটা কি উপলক্ষে?
ম্যাডাম, ফুলটা গ্রহণ করুন, তারপরে বলতেছি।
ভোটার আইডি কার্ডে যার স্বাক্ষরের জায়গায় টিপসই দেয়, এখানে কেউ ডাক্তার।
এই দুইজনের মধ্যে যে আগে ম্যাডামের মন জয় করতে পারবে, ম্যাডাম তার।
একদিন না দেখলে তোমায় বন্ধু আন্ধার লাগে সব, তোমার এই প্রেমে এমনই টান।
রোগীদের তো ডক্টরের কাছে আসলে ব্যথা কমে যায়, আপনি তো উল্টো হলো কেন? আপনি কি একটু উল্টা?
তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া, তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া, যেও না বন্ধু আমার ভুলিয়া ভুলিয়া।
আমার মনে হয় আমার সমস্যা কপালে, ম্যাডাম আমার কপালে নেই, আমার কপালে আছে দাগ।
Bao nhiêu? 160 à, thì được phải làm một lần nữa, một và hai lần nữa. Rồi một kỹ năng nữa, anh chụp anh sẽ này, đã chờ từ quay rồi sao? Chưa, 10 tiếng nữa. Ai cần mất tính thời gian chơi game. Trốn. Good. Ngon. Xong đấu này. Đấu sĩ à? Quyền năng đi. Quyền năng biết kiếm này. Cái đồ hộ bố gái. Bao nhiêu à? 26 tỷ à? Người thì là 200 này. Người là 2 là 1 tỷ. Người là 5. Người là 5 lát. Người là lát. Hai là 10. Đó, 200 lát. 2 triệu một lát. 200 lát. 2, 4. Đó, đúng rồi, 40 củ. Trời dữ à. Hai trăm mùa lần nữa đấy. Một sống với à. Đúng 2, bay 2 nữa là lấy 5 phút. Bay một chia xong. Bình chi lên. Bình nhé. Đúng nào. kìa, ngon có biết kiếm của đánh đâu. Máu, máu, hôi máu, hôi máu, hôi máu, hôi máu.
তোমাকে 15 লাখ টাকাই দিতে হবে। তুমি যদি দিতে না পারো তোমার বাবাকে কল দাও। তোমার যত জমি জিরাত বাড়িতে যা যা আছে এগুলো বেচা হইলেও তোমরা আমাদের টাকা পাই পাই করে শোধ করবা।
একটা ব্যাপার কি খেয়াল করছো? শহরে কিন্তু দুইটা রূপ, রাতের এক রূপ, দিনের আর এক রূপ।
বেঁধেছি ঘর হৃদয়ের পর গাঢ় সবুজ ওই গহীন বনে।
আরে ব্রো, সবসময় চিল থাকতে হবে, কিচ্ছু মাথায় নেওয়া যাবে না।
ভালোবাসা হচ্ছে একজন আরেকজনের উপর ভরসা করে, একজন আরেকজনের হাতের উপর হাত রেখে এই জীবনটা কাটিয়ে দেয়। কিছু মানুষ এই রাত জেগে থাকে আর টাকার বিনিময়ে সুখ খুঁজে। বসুন।
এখন তো সিরিয়াস হওয়া উচিত, তাই না? আমি তো কোথাও যাচ্ছি না পার্টি করতে। তুমি কেন যাচ্ছ? কেন বন্ধ করতে পারতেছো না বলো তো? কার যে কোথায় সুখ সেটা তার প্রিয় মানুষটাও কখনো জানতে পারে না।
পাশাপাশি তবু যাচ্ছি বিপরীতে, কাছাকাছি তবু যাচ্ছি বহু দূরে।
হাই, ইউ লুক গুড।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
Ý là sao nó không tự làm được ấy. Chưa chuồn. Yes, 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 nhà tỷ đô, mới rủ vô. Anh cầm đồ mà chỉ được cái mác, mà chơi chữ rồi, nhặt quả trứng này. Anh cầm đồ mà chỉ được cái wow, wow, wow. Yes, yes, sir, broccoli. Đợi để cháy không mở. Đi thôi à? Mày đùa tao. Cái phòng tập tạ đông nhất chịu phòng tập tạ đơn đông như lợn mãi vì sao vậy người tao mày vào nó chỉ cái gì đấy chúng tao cái nhà một tí rebirth mày em ơi, rebirth nó giảm hết sức mạnh mà đúng cái nịt rebirth xong còn đúng cái nịt cái gì cũng ít sao phải rebirth xong phải nhận sao để bù lại ấy. Sức mạnh này em up một cái viết ở nhà em của anh ấy một tiếng không gọi đi anh nhau ấy mà anh quay sau em vào quay luôn đấy hôm qua hôm qua ngày mùng 5 5 tháng 7 binh chi linh có bấm viết mùng 4 không? Mùng 5 chắc chắn một tiếng mùng 5 rồi biết có không? Đó rồi cũng bấm một tiếng đã trổ quá thích không? Thích mình thích không cho quay chung máy không? Đâu cái đấy giờ nó à mày đó mày gì đâu mày cứ vất luôn chì vào cái trong túi tao khắc áp lại vào sau tao khắc sửa tao khắc chỉnh sau mày cứ áp thẳng vào trong túi áp thẳng vào vai trọng túi ấy ở đây áp vào đây tao áp vào ngoài đấy trước xong tao mới cho vào sau mà nhìn biết mà wow ở cái tên file có ngày mà mày nhìn thấy à tên các file có ngày 2024-07-03 đấy ngày đấy tao làm chủ biết sao thế nếu mà không có biết đâu khác không ngày mai thì như thế phải không nhỉ
Mùng 4 tao quay không, mùng 4 tao quay không nhỉ? Tao mày mùng 4 quay không nhỉ? Tại tao không thấy. Ok. Tại tao lại viết mùng 4, tao mới hỏi. Rồi up rồi mà. Up rồi không? Mùng 3 rồi. 2 rồi, một cái là tí. Nhóc. Cái thằng yêu khôi tập rất vớ vẩn nhá. Cái anh đang tập một máy đúng không? Anh tập đủ 3 set trở lên này, 3 hoặc 4 này. Anh đang tập được 2 set rồi, xong nó tập xong một lần máy đấy, xong nó đổi máy, nó bảo ê ra chỗ kia đi. Gì? Mày đổi chỗ không? Cái tập một cái một tí thôi. Xong à, đang tập tay đâu mà ra chạy ra tập vụ cơ. Xong tao bảo nó bảo là nó đang học quen lại với máy. Biết không ơi, nó bảo nó nghỉ lâu rồi thế nó làm quen lại. Mấy tỷ lợn 140 à? Ok rồi. Thực sự là cái chỗ này cho chỉ các kiểu ấy phải là nhau đét mà anh cái kết bạn. Thằng Tuấn tối nay đi date quốc tiếp về của con Chu Bảo Châu, xong nó bảo anh em nghỉ nhà quay cho anh thì đéo vợ chúng tao chuồn tao sao con bảo là tối bận đi quốc tiếp Chu Bảo Châu cái gì mày đùa bố. Không, nhưng mà đi làm cái việc gì ta đúng việc chứ, việc người khác bắt mình làm chôn à? Mày thích không mình làm được không? Xong việc của mình đã xong thì gì? đã đâu lưng sắn. Anh tưởng là anh biết là anh nghĩ là bảo bọn bố ghép mặt xong có tính tiền vít đấy của bọn bố không? Có tính tiền vít đấy là của bọn bố không? Bảo vẫn các bà thích đấy là bọn anh em làm chứ nhỉ? Xuân bố à? Thích hộ không? Em quỷ đấy 200 rồi này. Rồi anh nhớ lại anh nhặt đồ anh quay chứng mà cho là dễ tại kéo chơi game này. Làm chơi game này một tiếng lên. Với anh đi về xong rồi mấy chút sóc ấy. Sóc đầu ngực kéo chịu. Sóc đầu ngực mà. Và tập xong rồi xong đi về mới lại sóc về xong nó sóc cả ngực về đau ngực kéo chịu. Anh thấy nó vui, thấy vui gầy lắm. Nó không thắt cân được thật ý, nó gầy vãi. Hay nói nhìn như cái quỷ tệ. Cái lúc mà tập cái máy ngược cái tay nhìn như cái quỷ ấy, buồn cười nó chịu được. Buồn cười mấy lúc cái tập buồn cười. Hiểu à? Là mày không quay được, là quay mấy tiếng rồi. Là mày quay mấy tiếng rồi vô. Cái gì vậy? Anh rebirth rồi, của anh là cụ đi gì rồi, anh là vua, anh rebirth rồi, anh là vua được chưa? Tên của anh là vua. Vậy cách làm béo cách farm cực kỳ nhanh là vào tháp infinite cho tài, farm cực kỳ binh chi linh. Vào đây là trước kéo nhau mà, nếu hiểu. Bao nhiêu? 20 phút rồi, anh quay 1 tiếng á. Đúng rồi. Cho nó anh tưởng nó béo đánh liên minh cơ. Sao đánh? Vua zero à? Vua zero. Vua ba à? Vua ba cô ba có mấy cái chết này, đi mua đồ ấy. Mua đồ mấy thằng ấy toàn mấy thằng ảo giá thôi, chứ bán đất thì bán không phải. Anh mua rồi mà anh quỷ chết mà, anh quỷ chết im đấy mà. Phải đổi xe gọi lên tô để xem thằng nào bán giá hợp lý nhất thì mình mua. Còn phút ra mình đi farm đồng chị cho nó. Phải chưa? Sao bị mất? Đến hạn đóng tiền sao? Thằng kia nó chưa báo. Thằng anh chưa bảo, thằng anh chưa bảo đóng tiền thì anh chưa chuyển nó phải bảo cơ mà anh mới chuyển tiền. Nó nhắm vào nhóm thì bọn anh chuyển. Nhóm vẫn là cái nhóm ở trong trước bọn anh học academic với nhau ấy. Còn một broccoli trong blog à? Chuẩn đấy. The basic. Giật vào đen. Game ấy nhìn giống người mà, game đấy mấy thằng người còn nhớ mày còn nhìn giống người tí đỡ cuối vuông. Chẳng qua không qua tu mà. Thằng nào ngắm nhiều ấy. Anh giá hơi buồn ngủ à? Quay được 10 tiếng ngày không? Quay được 10 tiếng ngày không bro? Mày 10 tiếng một ngày. Nổi không? Một nghỉ phát đi sáng không? Được. Đừng chửi được. Rồi mà mình game chơi treo này xong đá được mà mình chạy đi. Nó bảo là phải dùng cái con chuột này để di màn hình, góc màn hình liên tục cái ảnh đéo. Anh bảo là anh nghĩ là có cái đéo gì vợ ấy trôn mũ à, thỉnh thoảng thôi chứ. Được mà. Có cái ốc có cái gì rồi mà, có cái auto click mà gì thực ra không cần đâu Nam mà mày biết cái phím di chuyển được không? Mấy phím di chuyển ấy, mũi tên ấy đấy, mấy phím đấy cũng xoay màn hình được mà, mấy phím đấy xoay màn hình được mà Nam. Mấy phím đấy xoay màn hình được mà.